Stakeholders in Nigeria's education sector have urged state governments across the country to establish vocational skills training institutions in their states in order to help address the issue of youth restiveness and the desire by youth to seek greener pastures outside the country. They stated this while appearing before the House of Representatives Committee on Federal Polytechnics and Higher Technical Education to make inputs on the proposal by 3 bills to establish vocational training centers in Kano and a National Commission for Polytechnics. The report.
Among the 3 bills seeking stakeholders' input are a proposal to establish a vocational and entrepreneurship institute in Okota, Oshodi in Lagos State, a federal vocational and skill acquisition college, Yankaba, in Kano State, and the creation of the National Polytechnics Commission. While laying emphasis on the need to properly streamline the vocational skills in the nation's education system, the stakeholders urged state governments to follow the Kano and Lagos templates, saying it would help address unemployment. Also expressing concerns on discrimination that polytechnics lecturers face, they called for the creation of a commission that will help address degree dichotomy and discrimination.
All these 3 bills are very timely, important, and relevant to the situation we are facing today in Nigeria. I therefore convey to you the ministry's full support for the 3 bills.
This vocational training institutes is a very positive move, and I am very hopeful that other states will also require to have their own, because this can be seen as another layer of tertiary TVET education.
This Polytechnic Commission is established, if established, will address the issues of dichotomy and the stigma attached to the polytechnic education. In fact, anytime we mention this, mostly people's mind will even go to all the students that graduates of polytechnic, they are being discriminated against.
We don't have a standardized scheme of service. The federal are operating on their own and the states are operating on their own because the education has always been said is on concurrent list. However, the establishment of this, I believe the commission will work hard in establishing standardized scheme of service that each polytechnic, whether state, whether private or a federal, we are operating in the same level.
Mr. Chairman and everyone here, we all know what has happened in Kano last week, the hijacked protest. This is caused by a lot of poverty and unemployment, and this youth really need our help. So in this point, we see that this is going to go a long way in terms of addressing this poverty and reducing unemployment.
It will empower the youth in Oshodi. Being the heartbeat of Lagos, being a very, very strong place, the establishment of this school at this time will come social restiveness. It will also empower the youths economically so that they can contribute to the local economy.
Earlier, lawmakers emphasized the need for the public hearing, saying it will help facilitate the processes of enacting legislations that bring about the much-needed improvement in the socio-economic development of the country.
In the recent years, there has been an increased recognition of critical role that technical and vocational education will play in nation development. Nigeria will not be left out. It is no longer sufficient for educational institutions to be mere impact theoretical knowledge. And we must equip our youth with practical skills that will enable them to strive in ever-evolving job markets globally.
As you may be aware, the objectives of this establishing vocational entrepreneurship and skill acquisition institution in Nigeria is to train technicians and middle-level personnel that would serve as catalysts for a rapid industrialization and development of the real sector of the economy.
With the National Polytechnic Commission expected to serve as a regulatory body that will ensure standards are upheld across polytechnics in the country, lawmakers say the establishment of the proposed centers will equip youth with practical skills to enable them thrive in the evolving job market.